Hello again, hola. So what we're doing now is here are our notes. Let's apply those rules that you have on your goldenrod paper. Find the measure of angle A and C. What do we know about A and C? Well, we know they are congruent, and you can find them because you know that the four angles add up to equal 360. So you can do your mental math, or you can take out your handy dandy calculator. I have mine right here. And you can add 128 plus 72, get 200. You would take it away from 360. You get 160 to split evenly between these two angles. So what is half of 160? That is correct. They are 80 degrees each. Rock on. Let's go to the next one. Okay? We'll go to the right. We have a kite. The diagonals in a kite are 16 inches and 9 inches. Find the area. Now, we didn't talk about the area yet. So the area, remember, is always base times height. Where is your right angle? It is in the middle here. So your diagonals are the base and the height. So you want to add to your goldenrod paper that the area of a kite is the first diagonal times the second diagonal, that would be the short diagonal times the long diagonal, divided by 2. So as I go back to this example, I notice that I have each diagonal. So the area is 16 times 9 divided by 2. If you plug that in, it comes out to 72 inches squared for the area of that kite. Let's go to the third one. Okay, find the measure of H to G. Well, let's look at our picture here. I notice H to G is here. You need to find this. So in order to do that, you need to pull this right triangle out, okay? Because this is a right angle as well. And when you do that, you'll notice one side's 24, the other side is 8. Maybe this is a triplet, maybe not. If it's a triplet and you know it, find the side and go. If not, we use Pythagorean theorem. 8 squared plus, you might have to look up, what is 24 to the second power? 576 will equal our HG squared. So 576 plus 64 is 640. So I have 640 equals x squared. Now I'm going to break it down. Root of 64, root of 10. 8 root 10 is HG. So my HG is 8 root 10. Great. Now they want me to find the area of the kite. Remember, the area of the diagonals multiplied divided by 2. What is the short diagonal? The short diagonal is 8 plus 8, which is 16. The long diagonal is 6 plus 24, which is 30. You are going to multiply them together and divide by 2. So you come out with 240. So this is, the area of the kite is 240 units squared. Now I need to find the perimeter of the kite. That means I need each side. Okay, well, you know that this is 8 root 10, and this is 8 root 10. But I need to look at this triangle to figure out the measure of EF. It's a 6, 8 blank triangle, which is a triplet, 3, 4, 5 doubled. So we know EF is 10. If EF is 10, EH is 10. Now I have these 4 items to add together to get the perimeter. So I will go over here. The perimeter is 10 plus 10 plus 8 root 10 plus 8 root 10. Now, it is okay if you give me the answer as, combine like terms, 20 plus 16 root 10, which is equivalent to, so I want both the radical answer as well as the decimal. So if I type in my calculator 20 plus 16 square root of 10, you come out with 70.6. So these two both are acceptable. Voila. Hopefully you understand important things. Area of the kite, the two diagonals multiplied, divided by 2. Perimeter, you add up all the sides. You cannot add unlike terms. That means I cannot add a whole number and a square root. Also, that you have two sets of short diagonals. You have a set of you have a long diagonal. The short diagonal is divided equally. Blah, 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 right? All right, let's try, you try. You ready? Of course, here are the words and the picture's all the way over here. I'm sorry. All right, angle BAD, bad. Angle BAD is 38 degrees, so this whole angle's 38 degrees here. And angle BCD, the whole top angle is 50 degrees. Okay. Find the measure of ADC. ADC, so it wants this angle. Well, we know all four of these angles make how much? 360. So 38, this, and this make 360, but we know angle B and D are congruent. So add 38 and 50, you get 88. Do 360, take away that 88, you're left with 272 to split evenly here. You get 136 for each angle. Now let's label with the second one. B to T is 5. So what's that make T to D? 5 as well. This is the short diagonal that is divided in half. We also have our 90 degrees. T to C is 8. T to C is 8. Find C to D. So they want this triangle to be taken out, and I will do so. You have T to D is 5. You have a right angle. This is D, T, C. You have T to C is 8. And you need to find C to D. So what am I going to use? That's right, the Pythagorean theorem. It is not a triplet. So it will be 25 plus 64 equals x squared. 89 is x squared. Now that is not a nice radical, is it? So I'm going to take the square root of 89 on my calculator, and it comes out to be 9.4. So 9.4 is x, meaning C to D is 9.4. Let's go to 3. Find the measure of A to B. Okay, well, if I look in here, here's my little triangle. It's a 3, 4. What's A to B? That is correct. 5. Find the measure of A to D. I'll put an X here. Another right triangle. I'll pull it out because it's not as easy to see. 4, 10, and X is my A to D. You need to use, that's right, the Pythagorean theorem. 16 plus 100 equals x squared. 116 equals x squared. Root both sides. Type it in to your handy dandy calculator. The root of 116 comes out to be 10.8. So x is approximately 10.8, meaning A to D is 10.8. Find the area of the kite. So I need to multiply my diagonals. So what is my short diagonal? Well, we know that the short diagonal is split evenly. Each piece is 4. So the whole is 8. Multiply it by your long diagonal. 10 and 3 together is 13. And divide by 2. So it actually becomes 4 times 13, which is 52 units squared. Find the perimeter of the kite. Of course they would do that. So I know that this is 10.8. So what's this segment, DC? It's equal to that. It's 10.8. B to C is the same as AB, so that's also 5. So to find the perimeter, you would add 5, 5, 10.8, and 10.8. And that total